Hi, I'm Judith Lukas, and I'm one of two Democratic candidates for Winfield Township Trustee. I've lived in Warrenville for 40 years. My daughter graduated from Wheaton and Warrenville High School. I'm a registered nurse, and I'm a member of the National Nurses United Union. Previous to being a nurse, I worked at the United States Postal Service, and I was a member of the American Postal Workers Union for 25 years. I'm also a member of the Sierra Club, and I've gone to Washington, D.C. and Springfield, Illinois numerous times to talk to our legislatures about healthcare and environmental issues. In addition, I was a Girl Scout leader and a volunteer with Literacy DuPage. There are three roles of a township. One is property assessment for taxes. The second one is taking care of township roads, which are generally unincorporated roads. And the third one is to provide assistance to those in need. The township's doing okay as far as the property tax assessment and the roads, but they really lack in providing assistance to those in need. And that's why I'm running. I started out my career as a nurse in the hospital, and then I went to home health for 8 years. So I'm really in tune, with what our community needs, going in and out of houses every day, for 8 years. I'm going to give you an example of how our current board has mismanaged this. Every township in DuPage County, we're allotted $225,000, close to $250,000, $225,000 in CARES Act money to spend on those who've been affected by the pandemic. We have so many people out of work. They're having a hard time making their rent, buying food, paying for utilities. And our township has spent very little of that money. At one of the December meetings, a DuPage County board member went to the township meeting and urged them to spend some of that money for those in need. So at that meeting, the board did agree to spend up to $7,500 on diapers, formula, and feminine hygiene needs. Now, while they agreed to spend up to $7,500, the supervisor who is in charge of spending it spent less than half of that. She only spent around $3,000 out of the allotted $7,500. So altogether, they've spent approximately $10,000. I'm sorry, that's wrong. They spent approximately 10% of the $225,000, meaning that $200,000 went back to the county. That's gross mismanagement. So my goals as trustee is, one, I want to seek out the unmet needs in our township and find a way to meet those needs. And the second thing I want to do is, so many of our businesses are hurting too. So I want to get together with all people from the businesses, community members, local government. Winfield Township is mainly Winfield, Illinois, West Chicago, and Warrenville, Illinois. There's a little bit that goes into Wheaton and a little bit into Aurora. But I want to get all these people together, and I want to establish a second Saturday in Winfield Township, where the second Saturday of every month, there are events going on, and we're encouraging people to come out and patronize local businesses. I want to model it after Aurora's First Friday. So do a word search on Aurora, Illinois, First Friday, and you'll see what I mean. Now, how can I improve communication? Well, first of all, I want all township meetings to be broadcast live. And I want to have an interactive period where any member from the community can spend up to their allotted time to speak at the beginning of the meeting. In addition to that, I want minutes on the meeting posted on the website within 24, 48 hours at the most. And I also want to coordinate with all of the other towns within the township so they can let people know what we've got available. Now, anybody can say, vote for me, and I want to do this and I want to do that. Part of a nurse's job is education. So I want to educate you. I want you to be an educated voter. First of all, I urge you to go on Winfield Township website, read the minutes from all the meetings, and look to see what the township board has done. And they've really done very little. Approved bills is about it. Now, they have videotaped the January and February meetings of this year. Go on YouTube, look for Winfield Township January meeting. That meeting lasted just over 11 minutes. They gave back $200,000 and they spent 11 minutes at a meeting. We can't have that. We can do better. We need to do better. February was worse. The February meeting was more than 2 weeks ago, and those minutes aren't even posted yet. So that meeting started out, we had members of the community, 2 groups came and talked their first 3 minutes at the meeting. And the supervisor, the current sitting supervisor, made an announcement to the board that anybody can address those issues that were brought up about the, at the meeting, but nobody addressed it at the meeting. The supervisor did not bring that up, and neither did any of the sitting board members. And both of these groups were there with receipts to spend money on CARES Act. So even though the supervisor said anyone can bring it up on the agenda, no one did. 2 weeks, it's been more than 2 weeks, and the minutes of the February meeting are not up yet. So if you look at that, the YouTube video on that, they did tape part of the meeting, but not all. They did the first 20 or so minutes. Then they broke into a closed session. When they came back after the closed session, they did not tape the rest of the meeting. And I'm going to tell you what happened since the minutes aren't posted. One of the candidates, now I don't know how many people, or one of the trustees, I should say, I don't know how many of you are aware, but the Republicans have done everything to keep us off the ballot. One of the trustees' fathers filed an objection, his father. So the township board voted us off and said, no, we can't be on the ballot because of technical paperwork issue. So we appealed it and it went before the judge. And the judge said, yeah, there was a technical issue, but we should stay on the ballot. So in that February meeting, when they came back, but they didn't have it taped, one of the trustees, and I'm not going to tell you what his name is, but his father is the one who filed the objection. And this same trustee, if you go look back in the December meetings, that was the only trustee that did not vote for money to go towards diapers and formula. But that trustee made a motion to spend $5,000 of township money, which is taxpayer money that you and I have both paid for. He made a motion to spend $5,000 of taxpayer money to appeal the judge's decision. So, at the end of the day, we need to change the board. Like I said, read the minutes. We need an educated voter is what we need here. So I'm going to ask you to be very strategic in your voting here. Maury Goodman, we need him for supervisor. This last supervisor, no, it's just been horribly mismanaged. And I want you to vote for Sean Hacker for trustee and for myself, Judith Lukas, for trustee. Now on your ballot, it'll say that you can vote for up to 4 trustees. I'm asking you not to do that. I'm asking you to be strategic in your vote and only vote for 2. Just vote for Sean and myself. Let's not give our opponents any votes at all. So thank you for your time. Thank you for your support. Spread the word. And we deserve better, and we can do better. And I'm telling you what it this is just how I see it. I'm a nurse. If I have someone that needs immediate help, I'm going to jump in and do it. And right now, our township needs immediate help. So thank you for your vote. Come out April 6th or vote early, vote by mail. Thank you. Bye-bye.